Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about Cooking Simulator VR. This game is one of the top rated games on Steam for VR games, and views and ratings are good, so I decided to do a video on it. So this game, I'm just going to be going over what it's about and how it actually feels to play, because VR, it's always part of whether you're feeling immersed, and if it's something that can get you away from the pain in your feet from playing VR for hours. So anyways, let's get started. So what is this game actually about? So Cooking Simulator, it's pretty much spelled out in the title. There's 3 different modes. There's a free play mode where you can cook all the recipes that they have available. There's dozens of recipes available for you to cook. There's a leaderboard mode where you kind of compete. They give you certain recipes and then you try to cook the fastest and the best you can to get put on the leaderboard. And then there's career mode where you are pretty much in the single player experience, and that's where it kind of is supposed to shine. So for the career mode, you are a chef in a restaurant. This restaurant's just starting out. For some reason they only hired 1 chef, and you are forced to cook a multitude of different recipes. These recipes can range from soup to trout to freaking steak, hamburgers, whatever you think could be at a restaurant, it's on there. There's no real theme to this restaurant for some reason, but that's on them. So I gotta say, as gameplay standard, this game is pretty interesting, pretty fun. I gotta say, it is cooking all these different things, trying to know which recipes are which. I do wish some of the things were labeled instead of just a picture on all the spices. I could get the picture for salt and pepper, but I've never heard of dill, dried dill or whatever, or and the picture for thyme and clover. I don't even know what. I'm just naming off random plants now because there's so many different recipes to do and so many different spices available. And I don't. That's one of the most difficult parts about it, is just trying to get the spices down and seeing your quantities that you're supposed to have, because it'll say like, oh, you're supposed to have 600 grams of carrot. It's like, how the fruit do I know how much is a carrot? Like, how many grams per carrot? But anyways, that just does add to the experience. It is pretty fun once you get into it. Once you get used to it. One of the only problems I have is the hand coordination. It can be pretty difficult at times. Let's say if you have a lot on your serving plate, and you're trying to pick up the plate, and then you end up picking up like a potato or something, and then you just throw the whole plate off and everything falls everywhere, especially into that trash can, and then you don't make the order, and then you get a bad rating or something because it's late. I don't actually know what happens when it's late, but I'm assuming they don't like it when their order takes longer than it's supposed to. But other than that, besides the hand, there is a bit of a problem with collision. One of the biggest problems I found was, with the deep fryer. I would chop up the potatoes and put them in the little deep frying thing, not one at a time, but kind of slide it in there from a plate, and they would just fall through the grate, and then I'd have to pick them up each one by one. So that's a couple things to keep in mind, of course. But other than that, this game is very fun. Definitely should give it a try, especially if you're a fan of cooking. You get your own little Ramsay guide here. It's all nice. It's not too difficult to get good ratings, and like I said, it's just difficult to get all the ingredient amounts and everything correct. But other than that, that's it all I have to say for this game. Try it, don't try it, and yeah, God have a good day.